Empire Broadcasting presents the Professionals Roundtable, 9 to 2 p.m. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable, 9 to 2 p.m. exclusively on Empire Broadcasting.
And welcome to Empire Radio. This is the Professionals Roundtable, and I'm your host, Rick Delgado. And welcoming to the show today, based out of White Rock, British Columbia, that's in Canada. She is the owner and proprietor of Attuned Health Solutions. You can go to the website, attundhealthsolutions.com, or you can give them a call, 604-614-3142. How about a nice roundtable welcome as we're going to talk to Elaine Cheung. Elaine, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. How are you today?
Good, I'm doing really great. Thank you for having me on the show. I'm really, really happy to be here.
Hey, you're very welcome. Hey, let me ask you real quick. Where is White Rock, British Columbia? Is that west or east?
It's west. It's right by the border, actually, right by the U.S. border.
Really? Okay. All right, very cool. So how are things out there?
It's good. It's always good out here. We're right on the water, so it's always sunny out here. But not today, but every other day, yes.
That's okay. Well, for people that don't know who you are or what you do, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your company?
Sure. So I am the owner of Attuned Health Solutions. What we do is we help people transform self-limiting beliefs, and we change basically the brain programming, rewiring the brain so that they don't have to live with that trauma anymore, so that they can finally break free and be happy and move on.
All right. Now, when people reach out to you, what can they expect when they ring you up or they go online and try and set up a meeting with you, Elaine? You know, they say, Elaine, I need your help. How do you kind of determine what kind of help that they need?
So basically, we have someone calls me and then they tell me the situation, and then I have them come in for a initial consultation, and then we really dig deep into what's really causing the situation. We don't look at what's happening right now. They may have a situation right now. They're feeling anxiety or whatnot, but we really do explore what's really causing it from the core essence. So from something from a childhood, and then we go into that place, and then we deal with it from that point, and we rewire the brain, and we change the emotional response to that situation, and then it just changes completely. It literally is like a 360 or a 180.
Right. Now, let me ask you, what kind of things are we talking about? What kind of traumas do you deal with?
Any kind of trauma. We can do childhood trauma, sexual abuse. We can do accidents, people who suffer trauma from accidents. We can do PTSD. People in addiction or recovery. There's a cause why people are not born to go into addiction. There's something underlying for the drug or the alcohol, whatever it is that they want to hide, they want to smooth out. So we dig deep into what is really happening. We deal with people with depression, fear, any kind of fear they live with. People feeling stuck, feeling unworthy, any kind of thing that's really preventing you from moving forward to have a life that is amazing.
Right. Yeah, because you know what? People get caught up in stuff all the time. Sometimes it's, like you said, something from their childhood, you know, that's kind of, it's holding them back, and they don't realize it. Like, how do you deal with something like that? Because that's something that, you know, say the person's, 40 years old, but they're holding on to something that happened to them when they were 6. How do you deal with that?
That's right. And you know what the thing is? A lot of times people come to see me because they are triggered by some event, current events. And they don't realize that that trigger of that event is merely just a trigger. It's not really causing their response. So when they come to me, that's how we have to dig deep back into what's really happening.
Right, because
and it is a childhood cause, yeah.
Yeah, because something like that, like you said, you're trying to get them to live the best life that they can. And if they've got this hanging over them or holding them back, you gotta get them unstuck, so to speak.
Yeah, and I don't help them. I just assist them. All the help is through them. They do it themselves.
Right.
So it's just an assistance that I'm doing.
Right. Well, if people want to go to your website, it's called attundhealthsolutions.com. They can see everything that you do. Very cool website, by the way. I'm taking a look right now. Are all these you in the videos here? Is under my service?
Yeah, they're all me.
Okay.
Yeah. And I write all the blogs in it too, yes.
Right. You have blogs on there. They can subscribe. They can stay up to date. They can see reviews, pricing, and packages. Now, say if somebody wants to work with you, but they're not in your area, will you still work with them? Maybe over the phone?
Yes, I work with them through Skype. So I've worked all over the world, like people in Nicaragua, for example, people in England. I've done that. So through Skype, it's just as powerful to do it online because energy and what we do, how we transform is basically, there's no distance. It's okay.
Right.
To be anywhere in the world.
Yeah, especially with technology today, it makes it. But to reach out to, how far have you gone? Nicaragua?
Yeah.
How the heck did they find you?
I got referred, believe it or not. Someone was traveling down there, and they told these people who happened to be at like a meditation kind of thing, and they had some stuff they wanted to deal with, and then we just hooked up on Skype.
Oh, okay. So you do meditation stuff as well with people?
Yes, I do. I can. So basically, each session is different with each person. I just kind of intuitively figure out what is it that they would work best with them. And sometimes, they do need some guidance on how to meditate. Some people just don't know how to meditate, so I give them guidance on that. And so there's always homework when clients come to see me, and I guide them through what's going on. I don't leave them drifting in the wind, let's put it that way, after one session. So there's always support.
Right.
Because we always fluff up stuff when the sessions happen. And it gets pretty raw and emotional because when they're ready to give up stuff, like when they're ready to deal with what's really happening, it's a journey. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy, but if they're willing to do it, it's an amazing journey.
Right, yeah, and especially with, some people who've got stuff, they built up walls, and once those walls come down, it's like swoosh.
Yes, that's right.
Have you ever been like, oh my goodness, swoosh, too much, swoosh, woo, you gotta slow down, it's gonna take a long time working with this person?
No, I actually have not met one that is overwhelming. Everyone is different. Like I said, I've had some people who, they were in recovery, and when we did the session, they were literally like almost on the floor. The emotion that was so deep, it was coming up. It was, they felt like they experienced the same thing and she had done ayahuasca down in Peru. She said, "Oh my God, it was like I was doing ayahuasca, the same feeling, that kind of same. It was that powerful. So it was pretty amazing."
Right, and it must feel pretty satisfying on your part, being able to get to somebody that much and help them clear all that stuff out.
I'm just happy if they can release whatever they can. I can't judge success based on what I see. It's not. Everyone is different, right? So it's how they're willing to let themselves go. I'm just happy that they have come out and reached out to me because then they're feeling that they're ready to move on to the next stage.
All right, great. Well, you know what? It's been a pleasure having you on the show. Unfortunately, we're already out of time. How quick this went. Elaine Cheung, we've been talking to her. She's the owner and proprietor at Attuned Health Solutions. You go to a website, attunedhealthsolutions.com. She can help you from anywhere in the world. She Skypes with people in Nicaragua, the UK, you name it. And, she'll get you to swoosh and get all that stuff out and get you living a better life. 604-614-3142. Again, do a Skype session with her if you're not in the area. She's based out of White Rock, British Columbia, Canada. Elaine, thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. And for everybody else, hang tight. We'll be back with more on Empire Radio right after these words.
Empire Broadcasting presents the Professionals Roundtable, 9 to 2 p.m. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable, 9 to 2 p.m. Exclusively on Empire Broadcasting.